Arkansas. What a spectacular. All the Hogs as the Arkansas Razorbacks will run through the A and get things started on this season. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch, called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to the ground game on the left. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expand the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Buys a little extra time. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on 4th down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese, every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yardage situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And that decision will be questioned for a while. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Great move there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff. It's Jefferson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs 4th down is coming up. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. The toss to the outside. Got room at the 35. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Thomas back to pass. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. They'll run play action. Sings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 14, Arkansas 0.
They'll go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. Running toward the tape. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Using his legs, it's Jefferson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit.
Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Throws toward the end zone. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground with the back. Oh, he dropped it! Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Breaks the tackle. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Thomas looking to fire. Quickly complete. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Running back goes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
And he could not get loose on the run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it.
You said what they say, Euro?
This offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running
Hell
with
no.
authority on this drive.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays
Yeah.
in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to
gonna
go
get
to that player in the
cooked.
right flat. Nice job.
Block with a block.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or...
And he waltzes in for the score.
Drive, fellas, good drive.
Razorbacks.
A nice job by this offense. Put the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Klein. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. On the run, it's Reed. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's going to let one fly.
We there.
Oh,
Let's go.
Picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Makes a connection. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. All kinds of running room. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down.
Oh, why did I throw that?
Pass on the way.
That's a
It's
bad
picked
pass.
off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they get the
That's a bad
takeaway and
pass.
prevent points from going up
Can't
just
stop
before the
Keenan
end of the
on
half.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he'll run away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's back to throw on second down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
When you're a defense, it is stopping
the run
first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Thomas back to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, of course they don't let me get to it, but don't let him get to it.
That is exactly what you're
Come on,
looking for
man.
when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between
Thank
those
you.
two.
Oh, man, damn
He's
tackle.
dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to
Oh,
the
stop. That's right.
And the freshman
Shit.
does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks.
You get it as a look.
Being able to just flip it forward, that counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full
Wow.
speed ahead coming around the outside.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Now from inside the red zone. Gets open down the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An 84-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. He wants to throw. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the 1st half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Wiggles, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Thomas looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Bruh, really? Oh.
This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a
The damn corner must have failed. The hell?
Hold on.
Well, the receiver was double covered
What
on
the hell
that
happened to
play,
the
and I
foot?
don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Bucs send that offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
I was outside the tackle box. Okay. Oh, I was. I was outside the tackle box.
He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense.
Oh, I'm about to say. I lose. I got shit. You better.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got him downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, this offense is giving them a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And now on second down for this offense. Thomas back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop after the catch. There's still some work to do to pick up that first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down.
Well, they always had him in a post with the other dude, Timmy. They always put him in a post.
42, facing a third and short.
Mm-hmm.
They'll stick to the ground.
I know. Oh, you missed the fucking tackle.
He's loose down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the beatdown has ensued.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his...
I feel like he's a solid player. Like,
lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown.
he got a decent skill set.
Fair catch called for and made. Three tight ends in the formation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
First and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, TCU 49, Arkansas 13.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception.
I
His
gotta get
third
used to
of
this
the
type of
night.
game, dog.
And the senior
I
just
probably should
snatched the
log
ball
that.
out of the
That's
air
a
and
touchdown.
gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to
Hey,
get to the
Crusoe.
quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
You watch on your phone? Yeah, so it do that sometimes. I don't know why I do that shit.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of that.
Offense here. Looking for a productive
It's 9:21 left. We about 11, but it's still time.
Power football.
There you go. They tap. There you go.
Bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some
That's a block.
your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows.
That was clean, boy.
High, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident.
I need to talk
bounce
to
back
him
from
about
these early
defense.
mistakes.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up
Defense are
first
actually
and goal.
better than what's called defense. Oklahoma State defense.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move.
We're going to get all blocks.
Fast motion from the offense. On the move. Touchdown, TCU! And the stomping has commenced.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive. I'm going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 35 over the Pandas.
Oh.
We promise to keep
Okay,
you
Chet.
posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a crease. It's Jefferson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They just simply have not been able to execute. They haven't been able to put points up on the board because of plays like that, because of drops.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The first down for the offense. Here comes the option. Quick toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive.
Got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And one. Let's fucking go, Shay.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time.
Hey, you're nigga Goose go test me, right? You know your team was saying. He said, man, we're gonna blow y'all out because I get game 7. I said, we'll see.
Thomas looking to fire. He's going for it all. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up touchdowns.
It might be
this is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oh no, they're gonna be a tough out. They're gonna be a tough out, yeah. Yeah.
He's not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, TCU! What a great play off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still plays.
Spurs problem?
Just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Well, to be honest, he goes somewhere like they just need another like a guy like him, like a player. He goes somewhere like Detroit.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This is.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. offense set on